Hello Uplanders, I'm YK2012 and I'm going to introduce you to the city of Berkeley and Alameda. One of the things that I find is that when there's a new city released and they announce where the collections are, I never know where they are. I'm not familiar with this city. I'm not familiar with a lot of the cities, so there's a big learning curve for me. And when they announce the collections in terms of the neighborhoods and the streets, I just don't know where they are. I'm going to show you where you can find these neighborhoods and streets so that it's a good reference, and I'm also going to introduce you to the city and explain to you some tips. The first thing to know is that this city was released on December 29th, 2021. It's actually an extension of the city of Oakland, so it's not actually a new city that stands on its own. It's part of the greater Oakland area. In terms of the send fees, the default is 20 and the low and high are 10 and 50 UPEX. Approximately 27% of the properties were allocated for FSA. If you're unfamiliar with FSA, these are properties that are only available for minting by Uplanders and visitors. If you want to learn more about FSA properties, click on the link in the upper right hand corner. The treasure hunting tier, this is a tier 2 city, and they added 5 new collections which are added as part of the city of Oakland. Where exactly is Berkeley and Oakland and Alameda? It's here on the west coast, just east of San Francisco. So if we zoom in here on California, we can see that here is the airport to San Francisco. We can see here City Hall and the train terminal in San Francisco. And just east of that, we see Oakland, Alameda, which is the island over here south of the train terminal, as well as these two neighborhoods here. And Berkeley is this set of neighborhoods on the north side of Oakland. In order to get to Oakland, the only way to travel there at this point in time is via train from San Francisco. This might be updated in the future. The Upland Guide has a travel bot on our Discord server to help you calculate the fastest and cheapest routes between any two cities. So there's a video in the upper right hand corner that explains more of that, and a link to our Discord in the description below. Regarding the standard collection, which is the East Bay, you must hold 3 properties in the East Bay, which is all of the greater Oakland area, to receive a 600 UPEX bonus and a 1.25 times multiplier on your earnings. And this is a collection that existed prior to the release of Alameda and Berkeley. These properties were just added to the collection. So any property which was part of Oakland or Alameda or Berkeley can be part of that collection. In terms of the collections, the first collection, which was a standard collection, is the West End. And the West End refers to the west end of Alameda. And you can see here that it's this large neighborhood over here. It provides you with a 600 UPEX collection bonus as well as a 1.25 multiplier boost if you hold 2 properties in this West End neighborhood. As for limited collections, we see that South Berkeley over here is a limited collection. And if you hold 3 properties there, you get a 2,200 UPEX collection bonus and a 1.67 multiplier boost on the 3 properties that you hold in that neighborhood. Exclusive collections is the University of California, Berkeley, or UC Berkeley for short, which is this neighborhood over here. Holding 3 properties in that neighborhood will give you an 8,800 UPEX bonus and a 2.22 multiplier on the 3 properties held in that neighborhood. Rare collection, we have Gibbon Street, which is part of Alameda. And scrolling through here, it's a part of the Fernside neighborhood. So this street, we can see here, Gibbon Street runs all across that neighborhood. Holding 3 properties on that street will give you a 17,400 UPEX bonus, as well as a 2.58 multiplier on the properties, on the earnings of the properties you hold on that street. And ultra rare, there's an ultra rare street which is part of Berkeley, and that is Solano Avenue, and that runs across the border of Thousand Oaks, North Bray, and Craigmont. We can see here that it comes all the way along that border, all the way to this traffic circle over here. And holding 3 properties on that street will give you a 21,000 UPEX bonus and a 2.69 times multiplier on the earnings on the 3 properties held on that drive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like, leave us a comment, and let us know if you'd like us to do more of these introduction to cities. And don't forget to subscribe.